Hey guys, today we've got a base Shogun 2, vanilla Shogun 2 game. And today, instead of all the samurai, we are the Oda. Got lots of Bo Ashigaru, Yari Ashigaru, got lots of it. And we're going up against a superior force. That's right, we're going up against Usagi. They got some Ashigaru, but they also got both samurai, more Bo Ashigaru, but they also got lots of samurai, lots of armor in these guys. Yari samurai, Yari samurai, Yari samurai. Now, Yari samurai for us will not be a big deal. We can just go into wall formation, Yari wall, and we'll beat them. But that's not all they have. They have Nagita samurai, which can be a problem, and they have Katana samurai. These guys are gonna be a pain to beat. And they have lots of them too. Lots. This whole line right here is full of them. They might have even some. I don't think they got any orders. And also they got cavalry superiority. Um, so they can flank us. We have lots of bows though. They're cheap bows. They're not very good bows, but they're bows. We have bow superiority. So this is a battle replay, obviously, but basically what we want to do here is we have to beat this army. We have to beat it. Um, but if we fail to beat it adequately, we have to beat this so superbly that there is no contest here, or we have to even the odds enough that way we have a chance of winning. Because these katanas, they're gonna rip us to shreds, and these cavalry, they flank us, our morale is gonna drop automatically. So yeah, I'm just walking my guys over here. I'll speed this up, but yeah, we have to absolutely smash them. In order to do that, we have to play not fair. We have to do some cheesing. But we really have to just inflict as many losses on the enemy as we possibly can. So, I have these spears here just to protect these guys in case the cavalry come after us. They want to come after our bows. They're gonna get hit with our spears, which would be a good way to take out their cavalry superiority, honestly. And basically what we want to do here is, if we can, we want to shoot these guys, but they're melee units. But to be honest, they have enough bows here to make it not all that viable to do so. Right, now moving the spears up to a new location, to this here, to this terrain right here, to see if we can. Because here's the thing, we need to move up our bows closer up to them that we can engage with them, but we need to have our spears nearby to support, and I don't want our spears to be visible. So we move our spears to this tree line, have them hide, and then hopefully that is enough to give us some protection from the cavalry. Up, and now we've got an engagement going on here. These guys are gonna take some pot shots at these guys now because they're so densely packed together. It's gonna hurt a lot, but these trees will block some of the shots. As you can see, I realized this, and I'm like, okay, well, we're getting out of range of that, and so here we're getting ready to have a 1 versus 1 volley, which is what you want to do. You want to have all your guys fire at one of their units. All you guys fire at one of their units with missile units. Yup, fire units here. Look at that. These guys are just getting vaporized. And these are Ashigaru. These are not the tough units. They've already lost half their strength. But these are not the tough units. And they're reforming. Yup. Yep, they're done. So, here I tell my guys, so we want to reform here now. And stop shooting them. Now that was a very highly effective use of our bows. Oh, yep, here comes the cavalry. They think that there's an easy opportunity here. Oh, nope, they're coming back. They're coming back. They don't want to tangle with the spears. Okay. But I want to check this unit, though. At Ashigaru, has 15 men left. Shame I don't have any cavalry of my own to run it down. But yeah. So, that was a pretty good engagement. Pretty one-off engagement. Let's check our casualties on our bows. They're almost all at full health. On our Yari, our spears. Yeah, it took about 9 casualties. The spears in total, maybe. Up here they come. They're coming back. Maybe we can bait them in this time. This is why I wanted to hide them in the forest, but obviously that was not going to work with those guys shooting at us. Or it would have worked, but we would have taken significantly high casualties, and we cannot afford to take those casualties here. I'm a bit slow to pull these guys back, simply because I want to lure their cavalry in. And I'm having this guy come up here, we're going to flank him, and we're going to hurt him really badly. There we go, we slam right into this. Now, in theory, we could have gone into the area wall, but when you're dealing with cavalry, I find that mobility is more important than just have absolute unbreakable wall. And there, we didn't even need to have the yard wall. They are clearly wiped out. That is a significantly good start for us. These guys took some additional casualties. It wasn't nothing. They're down to 122, 146. But that was well worth it to take out cavalry there. I also don't know if they have any reinforcements. I don't assume so, but I don't know that. We'll keep this up higher, just in case. These 15 men are going to leave the battlefield. Just going to wait to see when they touch the red line. Up, there they go. They go off and they're running away. Alright. Let's see actually where they go. We'll come back to the battle in a second. I just want to see where they're gonna go. Are they just gonna disappear, or are they gonna just keep walking down this path? I've never bothered to look at this before. So this will be useful. If anything happens on the minimap, I will go to that. Okay, they keep walking. Is this indefinite? Yeah, they keep going. They keep going. They're gonna disappear once they get off that tree line right there, off that hill line. I mean, I don't know. All right, something's happening here. Yep. All right, they're just gonna keep walking. It seems like. All right, their next cavalry unit's coming. Oh, here's what I did. Yeah. I just put all of our guys backwards to try to get the cavalry to come and charge in at us. I think I have some of them facing forward. I'm not sure. Yeah, I try to basically just alter these guys, have them facing backwards. Because if you can turn your guys backwards, especially the spears, sometimes the AI will just charge the cavalry at you. And at the last minute, you can just turn your units around. Obviously, I didn't do that with my spears, but I did do that with the bows. So it didn't work. I kept some of them forward, I think, but and some of them facing back. But obviously not when we returned. That was when we were watching those guys run away. They're still there. I cannot see them. Yeah, alright. Can't see them. Don't know where they went. Doesn't really matter. So, those guys turn around. Now they're Alright, yeah, now we're mixing these guys up. I'm having some of them face backwards. Some of them, yep, some of them are face backwards. Now I think. Down's gonna face forward, backwards, 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 forwards, backwards, forwards. I don't know, it's hard to tell sometimes. That guy's forward, backwards, forwards, backwards. Okay, let's see what the AI does. I'm trying to just bait their cavalry out here at this point. We'll speed this up. But yeah, I'm just trying to bait them. Now, if I really wanted to bait them, I'm really choosy about it. I just turn my spears around or hide them. But they're not gonna go for it. So we're gonna move up. We're just gonna try to present a more vulnerable front, I think. If we increase the distance, maybe that will make the AI charge at us better. Or more likely to charge at us. I don't know. Alright. Alright, so here's what we're doing. It's been a long time since I fought this battle. So yeah, we're moving up in concentric order. That way our bows don't go too far ahead of our spears. That way we can quickly reinforce. These guys will be here. Basically what we want to do here is we want to get them to come at us. So yeah, we just want to move these guys up. Keep moving them up, keep moving them up, keep moving them up. Because yeah, this is far on a campaign map. This is not a custom battle. This was a campaign map, and also that was these bows and these fucking Ashigaru units. Oh! So this guy came in and took the bait. I missed that. Okay. Oh, two of them took the bait. Alright. So we're spreading out. These trees are not good for us, but we still have overwhelming numbers here. Alright, and we're focusing all of our firepower on this bow Ashigaru. These guys have armor, so hitting them will not hurt as much, but if we take out this guy fast, which we can because he doesn't have as much armor as these guys, that's gonna knock out their firepower really, really fast. As you can see, they're already down to half strength. And they're way up, and here they come. We've taken out enough of their melee units that they're willing to charge at us, which is not ideal, honestly, to be perfectly blunt for you guys. And so I start running these guys back, because, to be honest, I don't want to fight these guys in a fair fight. I don't want to. So these guys are going to run back to forest as best as they can. And these guys... Yeah, we have this town here, these obstructions. And my thought is maybe we can get the AI to divide and split the forces, which would give us a good advantage. Because these guys are packed. These guys are powerful. These guys know what they're doing. Are they going to send this light cavalry off charging? They do. That could be a good way to even up the odds. But we might lose a spear unit doing so. So these guys are running, using the bonsai ability and being inspired and rallied. No, we're just running through this forest to just get away from them and hide. Alright. I move these guys back. Alright, now that they're in the forest, maybe we walk. Yeah. There we go. Let them return back to their positions all the way over there. Give our guys some time to rest. They're very fresh, but I saw one of them earlier was active, but who knows, it could have been rested by now. Yeah, we do not want to fight these guys in a fair fight. It makes no sense. When they have this much katanas, we will just get wrecked. It's good, they're tired. They're tired. They're tired. And see, now we're bringing up our guys over here. Now I'm bringing up all my spear units here. I think. And I'll put up a reserve here. Let me just see if that's what I'm doing. Yep, that's what I'm doing. Yep, and these guys, these bows, what are they going to be doing? Alright. So, these guys are going to be pulling up. They're going to be in a reserve formation. Simply because they're a little bit damaged overall compared to all these guys. full health on these guys mostly, I think. Yeah. No, these guys are full health. So these guys are reserve. Alright. These guys stay hidden. And the reason why we keep them hidden is that we can we can have a formation set up about them charging at us. Because the moment they see our archers and they realize, oh crap, we don't have missile superiority, they'll charge right at us. So we keep them hidden. We keep our bowhead and shooter hidden. That way we can form up a good defensive perimeter. And we want to use this terrain right here, these obstructions, to our advantage here. Yep. We've got these guys in a good enough position, or so I think. I honestly would have liked to have them tighter, but we've got them good. So now we move these guys over here, and as you can see on the minimap, they are they're marching, they're moving forward. I don't know if they'll come charging at us. I don't remember, but I suspect they might. Yup, here they come. They just were trying to get into formation. Getting over this obstruction. So yeah, the fight is about to begin. And I did not inflict this sort of damage I wanted to inflict, to be perfectly blunt for you guys. I really didn't. These samurai. But here, now they're gonna fall into this trap right here. Okay, and yeah, okay, this is what we do. I did pull them up into the tighter formation. Okay, I did do that. Before they were very spread out. Here I pulled them up in the tighter formation, trying to make them split between these two obstructions right here. Yeah, I really wish we could have done something better, but and perhaps I could have cheesed them more, made it more even, but we did get a decent start. It probably was not good enough, and if you're playing a situation like this, you should definitely cheese it way more than I did. But yeah, now the true test is gonna begin. We're moving our damage units, our reserve, to our flanks, because those cavalry. We want to fight in a square, that way our general can be there for everyone. This is Oda Nobunaga right here. You guys can't see that, but I can because I load up the game map, which will be edited out. But yeah, so I think he's a pretty high ranking general, though I'm not 100% sure. Alright. So what's coming at us in this bow samurai? Okay. Katana samurai. Katana. It would have been nice if they ran here, honestly. To be perfectly honest with you. If they would have been tired, that would have made a big difference. Fatigue makes a big difference in morale, I think. It probably has other applications and implications and consequences, but the morale is definitely one of them that I can think of. Here we close up the circle even more, because I noticed I got the light cavalry over here, so I give that even more attention, and even on this flank I got it more. Simply because we want the general radius to be as much as possible. Here we go. The trees are not great, but we've got to make do with what we've got at this point. Fire arrows, just to bleed this Katana samurai as much as we can. Damn, he went. Those fire arrows are powerful. Yeah, maybe I should have focused fire on someone else at this point, but oh well. Can't do anything about it now. And so here. Now these guys are gonna go into Yari Wall. Yep, here we go. Yari Wall.
Our hidden units have been discovered, my lord.
And we leave these guys open for that cavalry unit, and these guys too, and we also want mobility here. We want these guys to be able to move around the flanks, but okay, we move these guys into the yard wall now. We have arch obstructed, and there we go. There we go. Now as you see, these are Yari samurai, they're not the big threat. These are Katana samurai, these are the big threats. Yeah, these guys are being killed off pretty quickly. They are not. Yeah, these guys are just being slaughtered. Our guys are being slaughtered. However, they're not attacking my flanks, so I move these guys over here as fast as I can. We want to get flanking done. They're shooting to my flanks, so we focus our fire on the both samurai. We can't move these guys' flanks yet because they're engaged, but these guys, they're coming over here. And the general is throwing himself into us. If we could kill him, that would be really awesome. But we need to do something. We need to do something fast, because these guys are not going to last very long. They're shaking already. They're being bled out very quickly. I think the general gets away. Does he? No, he does not get away. Yeah, I try to attack these guys, and now we're getting the morale penalty inflicted. But in some areas, our guys are completely gone at this point. In the center, our center is completely gone. So we need to keep on flanking at this point. It doesn't really matter if these light cavalry charge into our bows. We need to break this formation while we can. As you can see, the morale is starting to dip here and there. They're tired, they're worn out. Our guys are just completely wiped out here. I use now all my morale abilities just to try to get the thing going. This flank is still holding out. I haven't moved this guy yet. Wasn't paying attention, obviously. This was more important and concerning. And I'm letting these bow Ashigaru just take the front wave of this, if you'd like. And I pull them back now. But yeah, there's just because we just have to inflict some morale losses at this point.
Our men are running from the battlefield.
Yep, these guys
Shameful
flee.
display.
And now these guys are moving, so these guys might be fleeing pretty soon. Yeah, this is not a great situation, though. It was not the best tactical
Our
situation
general is in grave danger, my lord.
Yeah, we got Ashigaru. And we're just trying to thin these guys out. The Katana Samurai really did a number on us. As you can see, they're still in there. We did wear them down a lot, but they're still there. They're still there. And our remaining bow units are just trying to finish off this remaining last bow samurai.
Our men are running from the battlefield. Shameful display.
We could not flank this guy properly, but this guy hasn't moved up either. It's a bit of a chaotic mess, to be honest. Not the best generalship ever. But yeah, this guy's wavering. Naginata Samurai. And we're just shooting into these guys' backs and flanks now. Yep, and now we got a mass rout going on. It's not army losses, I don't think yet, but it is starting to have a mass rout effect. We just need to get these guys to rout. And now these guys are moved up. These guys are routing.
Our men are running from the battlefield. Shameful display.
We got more guys routing here, but they're bow Ashigaru. What can you expect from them? And yeah, at this point I just charge these guys into melee to break these guys. These guys are broken now. Now the army losses are inflicted. And we win this by the skin of our teeth. We had no right winning this, considering that we were up against like what, 5 to 7 katana samurai. But we fucking did it. We won the campaign. Wait, we didn't win the campaign. This campaign is still ongoing. But we won the battle. We did do that. We did win the battle. And considering what we were up against, we had no right to win that. We didn't have any right to win that battle. Ashigaru and a majority of bows Ashigaru against let's look at this. How many katanas did they fucking have? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Yeah. And all these guys, Naganatas. Yeah, we didn't have cavalry steward. We had no right to win that. But and we could have done a better job. We definitely could have done a better job. But we killed more than we lost. That's all we can really expect of a Ashigaru force, honestly. And we had no right to win that. So this was not a glorious victory. It's not a great victory, but it's an acceptable victory. And anyway, guys, I'll play the unit statistics for you guys to watch. In the meantime, like, share, subscribe, and comment down below. Let me know what you guys want to see next. Let me know if you have any challenges or anything. And watch one of these other videos. Until next time, guys, though, have a good day, take care of yourselves, and enjoy.